Good morning, everyone. My name is Brian Sutherland, and I'd like to welcome you to the Salem Sports and Breakfast Club End of the Year Breakfast, at which we will be presenting our 9th Jack Bull Community Service Award, which began in 2012, our 45th Chuck Bowles Coach of the Year Award that began in 1975, the 44th Harold Hauk Female Senior Prep Athlete of the Year that began in 1976, and the 56th Oliver Houston Male Senior Prep Athlete of the Year that started in 1964. Before we begin our Athlete of the Year program, however, we need to recognize some track and field athletes of the week, as well as 3 Senior Athletes of the Year for track and field, in addition to a special presentation. So at this time, I will turn it over to Salem Sports and Breakfast Club President, Don Kurzel.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. If I could have the honorees for the Athlete of the Week and the senior athletes for track come up front, I'd appreciate it. As Brian mentioned, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do. Our club meets weekly throughout the school year, and we recognize Athletes of the Week as the school year continues, as well as Senior Athletes of the Year for individual sports. Track and field wrapped up last weekend, and we didn't have a regular meeting since then. So we're, again, wrapping up our spring sports. And we're going to start off with our Salem Sports and Breakfast Club, Les Schwab Athlete of the Week from West Salem Track and Field, Elizabeth Goodrich. All right. Elizabeth, a senior, threw javelin and was a sprinter for the Titans. A versatile runner, this year she competed in the 100, 200, and 400 meters, as well as the 4x100 and the 4x400 relays. In the javelin, she placed 5th at the Mountain Valley Conference meet. Elizabeth ran the second leg of the 4x400 team relay that placed 6th at state, and on the third leg of the state champion 4x100 team, which set a new school record at 47.88. She finishes her Titan career as school record holder in the 4x100, 4x400, 4x200 as well. And she is number 9 in school history in the 100 meters, number 6 in the 200, number 4 in the 400, and number 4 in the javelin. From West Salem Track and Field, Elizabeth Goodrich. All right, our Salem Sports and Breakfast Club, Les Schwab Athlete of the Week from North Salem Track and Field, David Rojas. David, a senior, is a middle distance runner for the Vikes. A true testament to grit, hard work in the off-season. Last year, David finished last in the conference meet 800 finals with a time of 2:13. This year, he dominated, setting a new conference meet record with his first place time of 1:55.07, shaving 18 seconds off of his time. His time is the fastest fully automatic time in North's history. At state, David was the anchor in North's 4x400 relay, which earned a 3rd place finish. Also at state, David ran an intelligent race on his way to an individual 800-meter state title. From North Salem Track and Field, David Rojas. All right, our Salem Sports and Breakfast Club, Les Schwab Athlete of the Week from West Salem Track and Field, Simon Thompson. Simon, a senior, competes in a little bit of everything for the Titans. He ran the 110 high hurdles in 14.43, securing his 2nd consecutive conference title despite nursing a sore hamstring. Simon ran the 2nd leg on the 4x100 conference relay championship team and threw the shot put and javelin, placing 5th and 2nd at the conference meet. At state, in the 4x100 team took 3rd place, and in the 110 high hurdles finals, his hamstring kept him from finishing in the finals. He ends his career at the top 10 in the 110 high hurdles for the Titans, 8th in the shot, 3rd in the javelin, 5th in the triple jump, and as a 4x100 school record holder. From West Salem Track and Field, Simon Thompson. Now we're going to switch to our Senior Athletes of the Year for Track and Field. And the Salem Sports and Breakfast Club Co-Senior Athlete of the Year for Girls Track and Field is Lucy Jolivette. Lucy wrapped her senior year with PRs in the Mountain Valley Conference meet. She dropped over 2/10 in the 100 meters, finishing in 11.82, and dropped over half a second in the 200, finishing with a time of 24.7. At state in difficult conditions, she finished 4th in the 100 meter and finished 3rd in the 200 meter, just 5/100ths out of first place. Lucy ran the second leg in both the 6th place 4x400 relay and the state champion 4x100. She finished her career with 7 state medals and 2 state championships, 4x400 as a sophomore and the 4x100 this season. Lucy holds West records in the 100 meter, 200 meter, 4x100, 4x200, and the 4x400, and has the second fastest 400 meter in school history. From West Salem, Co-Senior of the Year for Girls Track and Field, Lucy Jolivette. All right, the Salem Sports and Breakfast Club Co-Senior Athlete of the Year for Girls Track and Field is Rebekah Miller. Rebekah, a captain for the Vikes, will be competing in track on a full ride at Montana State next year. In her 4 years at North, she has set new school records in the 100, 200, triple jump, and 4x100 relay. At state, she has won at least 1 gold medal each year, including this year when she won 4 medals at state, including golds in the 100 and 4x100 relay. On their way to the gold in the 4x100, they set a new state record with a time of 47.77. Rebekah scored 25.5 points at state, enough to place her 6th if she was a team on her own. But she wasn't, and she led North's girls to the team title, North's second girls track title ever, the last coming in 1997. From North Salem, Co-Senior Athlete of the Year for Girls Track and Field, Rebekah Miller. All right, and the Salem Sports and Breakfast Club Senior Athlete of the Year for Boys Track and Field, Jamal McMurrin. Jamal finished his high school career strong. At the Mountain Valley Conference Championships, Jamal was a member of the 2nd place 4x400 relay and champion in the 100 meter, 200 meter, and 4x100. At state, Jamal finished with 4 medals, 3rd in the 4x100, 5th in the 100 meter, 5th in the 200 meter, and 5th in the 4x400. The only underclassman on the 4x400 relay, Jamal stepped up as a leader and helped the team improve by 4 seconds on the season. He completes his career with several marks on the all-time Titan leaderboard, including 3rd fastest 100 meter, 3rd fastest 200 meter, and school record holder in the 4x100. From West Salem, Senior Athlete of the Year for Boys Track and Field, Jamal McMurrin. We have one more award to give out before I turn it over to the year-end awards, and that is the Salem Sports and Breakfast Club 2019 Coaches Achievement Award, which goes to Dawn Berger from North Salem Track and Field. If I could have Dawn come up, and actually, can I have the girls, any of the girls that are here from the North Salem High School state champion track team, go ahead and come on up here with them. Dawn's Viking girls took the 5A state title in dominating fashion. If the second and third place Silverton and West Albany had combined their points, they still wouldn't have overcome North's massive 119 points. The team had participants in 17 events and earned points in each of them. Coach Berger started his coaching career in 1978 at Salem Academy, where he won a girls cross-country title and 8 track and field state titles, including 4 straight from 92 to 95. Coach Berger started at North in 2000 and has won 5 conference titles in track and field and is now celebrating his 10th state championship. A member of an elite group of Oregon coaches with his collection of state championships, he is a 2-time Chuck Bowles Salem Sports and Breakfast Club Coach of the Year. Don also earned national honors when he was named the NFHS National Girls Track and Field Coach of the Year in 2016. The Salem Sports and Breakfast Club 2019 Coaches Achievement winner, Coach Don Berger. All right.
Before we begin the program proper, I'd like to first of all introduce the people who help run the club, the board of directors, and 4 of them are sitting at the table up front. 3 of them are sitting at the table up front. Ron Richards gets the first introduction because he hid over here on the table. Ron Richards, Don Kurzel. Don has been doing this ever since I have been involved with this. Truly, he is the glue that keeps this thing together. The second in charge, Pete Hoffert, same thing, been doing this and kept this club together for years. Mickey Toft came on this year, former McNary athlete, has joined us. So those are the people up there that keep the club running. I'd also be remiss if I didn't take a second and introduce some people that we can't do without. Without these men, we could not meet our mission of honoring young people who devote so much of their blood, sweat, and tears in pursuit of athletic success. So at this time, I'd like to introduce, and I just need a wave, Jeremy Kelly is the athletic director at McKay. Scott Gregg is the athletic director at McNary. Brody Cavile is the athletic director at North Salem. Brian Armstrong is the athletic director at South Salem. I didn't see Chad Barks. Is Chad here? Chad Barks is the athletic director at Sprague. And Bill Whitman is the athletic director at West Salem. These men are all first and foremost assistant principals with all the duties of assistant principals. But they are also asked to administer and supervise every aspect of their respective athletic programs from the first practice in August to potentially the last game in June. No group of school employees has more responsibilities or pulls on their time. We are just one more thing, and we understand that. But we also know that we could not function without their help, and we want to thank them for their help. We are also honored today to have several of our former athletes of the year come back and be part of this program, or at least part of the 2 will be part of the program, and 2 are just here to watch the event. 1993, Harold Houck Female Prep Senior Athlete of the Year, Corinne Wellen is here from McNary. There's Corinne. And 2012 winner, Devin Hunter, also from McNary. On the men's side, Tony Gonzalez from 2009 McKay. There's Tony. As I mentioned, Dr. Kim Geelan is here, and she was the 1982 winner of this award. And Bill Swancutt, the 2001 winner of the Oliver Houston Award, is here as well. Thanks to all of you. It's important that today's athletes recognize that they are following in the path of other great athletes. The Salem Sports and Breakfast Club was founded in 1954. It began honoring high school and college athletics in 1959. Senior male high school athletes of the year began being honored in 1964 with Rod Allison of North Salem as the first honoree. In 1976, Julie Cushing of South Salem became the first senior female athlete of the year. Proudly, both Rod and Julie came back to last year's Athlete of the Year program to present the respective 2018 awards. Since 1959, the club has honored over 3,100 student athletes, coaches, and community members, with the vast majority of those being our Athletes of the Week. This 2018-19 school year has continued the tradition. With the 12 athletes that we honor today, we have recognized athletic excellence of 110 student athletes, 35 in the fall, 33 in the winter, and 42 in the spring. Athletes from all sports have been honored. This club has one mission: to honor students who choose athletics as their activity of choice, to celebrate their excellence on the fields, on the courts, on the tracks, in the pools, and on the courses. As you listen to this presentation, you might ask why. Why would this small club doggedly continue since 1959? My answer is because high school sports matter. High school sports create connections to schools. They put kids in contact with positive role models and activities. They provide goals for kids to pursue and teach teamwork in those pursuits. And they teach life lessons, including how to handle failure, when those lessons are a lot less expensive than in real life when they really count. Each and every study of athletic participation shows that student athletes have better grades, less disciplinary issues, and graduate at higher rates than the general student population. The student athletes you meet today will only reinforce that notion. Therefore, if our club, by celebrating student athletic excellence, can play even the smallest role in fostering futures with a bit more success for our Salem Keizer kids, we'll just keep on keeping on as long as we can, because high school sports do matter. First award for this morning is the Jack Bull Community Service Award. Jack Bull served for over 25 years as a Salem Sports and Breakfast Club board member and as the club's treasurer. Jack was a rock whose dedication allowed the club to continue its mission of honoring Salem Keizer area athletics. When he passed away as a result of cancer in 2011, at Jack's instruction, his family made a donation to the club that helped us continue our mission. The Jack Bull Award for Community Service is given out each year to an individual who, like Jack, through their actions have shown their support of high school youth and high school athletics. This support can come in many ways. Our first honoree was Dr. Thad Stanford, who worked throughout his career to improve athletic safety, while last year's honoree was John Horn, a man who has dedicated virtually his entire adult life to the coaching of high school wrestling. At this time, I would like to invite John Piper, the 2019 Jack Bull honoree, to come forward. Over the years, John has become a familiar face in the gyms and fields of our Salem Keizer high schools. John joined CCTV as a volunteer in 1991, the very first year CCTV produced the show. In his almost 30 years with CCTV, all as a volunteer, John has announced hundreds of Salem Keizer high school and small college games, including football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and tennis. In fact, I have been lucky enough to work with John on both basketball and softball games. He kept me out of trouble. In 2010, he began covering Salem Sports and Breakfast Club's Athlete of the Week programs, which he edited for presentation on CCTV and YouTube. Each Friday, John would walk down here to Gowdy Commons from his South Salem home to take pictures of our Athletes of the Week that he would then use in his productions. Each and every one of the Athletes of the Week or Athlete of the Year programs, including this one, has been produced by John over the last 8 years. John has produced CCTV Classic Sports, which each week showcases many of the greatest high school contests in Salem Keizer high school history. Additionally, on many an evening, and the folks from South Salem know this, On many an evening, you can find John patrolling the grounds of South Salem High School with his garbage snatcher and garbage bag in hand, tidying up the campus. For John, community service and volunteerism is just a way of life. At this time, I'd like to ask John Horn, last year's Jack Bull honoree, to come forward and present the award to John Piper. So, John, we thank you for your service to the athletes and athletics of Salem Kaiser. It's people like yourself who help ensure that the student athletes of today get the same opportunities as those that have come before. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jack Bull Award winner for 2019, John Piper. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce a man steeped in Salem Kaiser and Salem Kaiser athletics to present our Coach of the Year and our 2 Athlete of the Year awards, Mark Gilman. Mark has been surrounded by sports his entire life. He is a man who loves athletics in general and high school sports in particular. Mark has been the voice of many activities and for many years over the course of his career. In fact, he has been our go-to guy year after year for this very event. Mark has served as the play-by-play announcer for the Salem Kaiser Volcanoes, and to this day, you will see Mark at our fields and in our gyms broadcasting high school contests for local radio station KBZY. Lest you think that broadcasting is all that Mark does, he is actually an English teacher at North Salem for his day job. And in that vein, we would like to give a shout out, a thank you to Sarah Leroy, the principal at North, for letting us borrow him once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Gilman.
Good morning. The Chuck Bowles Coach of the Year Award has been presented since 1975 when it was first awarded to Jim Botan, who coached here at Willamette. Over the years, it's been awarded to high school and area college coaches who developed successful programs both athletically and academically. The award is named for Chuck Bowles, who was a track and cross-country coach at Willamette. His 25-year coaching legacy included 20 Northwest Conference championships and 16 NAIA District 2 championship teams, 160 individual conference champs, and 50 All-Americans. This year's award is actually being presented by last year's recipient, Eric Herber. Eric, the head track and field coach at West Salem for the past 15 years, was also an assistant track coach at both West and South. Eric has earned Conference Coach of the Year honors 8 times over the past 12 years and has been recognized as the U.S. Track and Cross Country Association Oregon Girls Coach of the Year. Last season, he coached the West Salem Boys Track and Field squad to West's first ever state championship. This year's Chuck Bowles Coach of the Year is Eric Richey. Eric is retiring from coaching after 21 years at South, first as an assistant swim coach and then for 13 years as the head swim coach. 7 times as the Conference Boys Swimming Coach of the Year, he also earned 3 Conference Girls Swim Coach honors. Eric was twice named the Statesman Journal All-Region Coach of the Year. Over the years, he's amassed an amazing 132-28 conference record on his way to 9 conference championships. In 2017, his boys team earned a 4th place trophy at the OSAA 6A meet. His athletic director wrote, "Over the years, we've averaged about 70 kids who come out for swimming. Compare that to other schools and you'll see that our numbers are consistently at the top. I cannot think of a better testament to the type of coach that Eric is than to look at our numbers. Kids want to be a part of our program because of what Eric has created." Please help me in congratulating the Chuck Bowles Coach of the Year, Eric Richey. And Mr. Herber, if you'd come up.
Here, sir.
Yeah.
Smile. Look at your shoes.
Right. Now you can look at your shoes. All right. Congratulations, Coach. The Oliver Houston Prep Male Athlete of the Year Award has been presented since 1964, when it was first awarded to Rod Allison from North Salem. This award honors athleticism, academic excellence, and leadership in Salem's most outstanding senior male athlete. The award is named after Oliver Houston, excuse me, a founding member of the club who had a distinguished career in track and field at the U of O and played in the Civil War football game versus Oregon State. Presenting today's award is 2001 Oliver Houston Award winner Bill Swancutt. Bill earned the award after a stellar 4-year career at Sprague as a 3-sport athlete in football, basketball, and baseball. He ultimately earned 11 varsity letters. He garnered 6 All-State honors across football, basketball, and baseball and was named the Oregon Defensive Player of the Year after his senior season. Bill moved from Sprague to Oregon State, where he was a 4-year starter at defensive end for the Beavers. He was an All-Pac-10 selection for 3 consecutive seasons and was named the Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Year in 2004. He also earned Pac-10 All-Academic Team honors 3 times during his outstanding career at OSU. In 2005, Bill became the first Sprague Olympian to be drafted into the National Football League when he was taken in the 6th round by the Detroit Lions. He played 3 seasons with the Lions before retiring and returning home, where he's currently serving as Senior Vice President and Senior Financial Advisor at the Anagnos Swancutt Group. So that's him. Our first Oliver Houston Athlete of the Year nominee is David Rubio, an outstanding wrestler for the McKay Scots. David finished 4th at districts as a freshman, runner-up as a junior, and conference champion as a senior. In 2017, he earned the Freestyle State Championship. In OSAA action, David was the state champion as a junior and finished as OSAA runner-up this season. A 4-time Salem Sports and Breakfast Club Athlete of the Week, he earned Statesman Journal honors and Outstanding Wrestler awards at multiple tournaments. Coach Harder writes that David is a natural leader through his work ethic, and he promotes a positive environment that student athletes want to be a part of. David will be wrestling at Corbin University in the fall. From McKay High School, David Rubio. Our next Oliver Houston Athlete of the Year nominee is Jacob Jackson, a 3-sport athlete for the McNary Celtics. Jacob earned 3 varsity letters as a starter for the football team. A 2-time team captain, he earned all-conference honorable mention honors as a kicker and receiver, and first-team honors as a safety. Jacob earned 2 varsity letters in basketball and was a member of the 2018 GVC champion team. A 2-time captain in baseball, he earned 3 varsity letters as a 3-year starter. Jacob earned all-conference second-team outfield honors and first-team honors at shortstop. Graduating with a 3.7 GPA, he'll be studying kinesiology while double enrolling at Oregon State and Lynn Benton Community College. From McNary High School, Jacob Jackson. From North Salem, our next Oliver Houston Athlete of the Year nominee, Ian Carlos. Ian, a 2-sport athlete, competed in both football and wrestling for the North Salem Vikings. Ian earned a varsity letter in football his senior year. A phenomenal athlete, he focused most of his time and energy on wrestling, developing him into the most accomplished wrestler in North Salem history. A team captain the past 3 years, he broke nearly every statistical school record, including most pins in a season, most career pins, most career wins, most state titles, and many more. As a freshman, Ian finished as a runner-up in league and at state. After that, he went undefeated in the OSAA for the next 3 years, finishing as conference and state champion each season, including this year where he was injured for part of the year. Ian will be enrolled at OSU in the fall and wrestling on a full-ride scholarship. From North Salem High School, Ian Carlos. From South Salem, our next Oliver Houston Athlete of the Year nominee, Jaden Nielsen Skinner. Jaden was a 4-year starter for the Saxons basketball team. A team captain, Jaden was named first-team All-Conference 3 times, including this season when he was named the Player of the Year for the Mountain Valley Conference. Jaden also earned first-team All-State honors and first-team All-Tournament honors at the OSAA tourney before representing Oregon at the Northwest Shootout. Graduating with a 3.2 GPA, Jaden will be attending Portland State University in the fall and playing basketball for the Vikings. From South Salem High School, Jaden Nielsen Skinner. Our next nominee is Landon Davis, a two-sport athlete from Sprague High School. A four-year varsity letter winner and three-year starter on the gridiron, Landon was a team captain and team MVP his senior year. As a junior, he earned honorable mention honors at both linebacker and running back. His senior year, he again earned honorable mention at running back and was a unanimous first-team selection at linebacker. As a wrestler, he was voted team captain all 4 years. In the district finals all 4 years, he was district champion his sophomore and junior years. This year, after being seated 5th at state, he finished his career at Sprague as the 160-pound state champion. Graduating with a 3.6 GPA, Landon will be attending Menlo College in California on scholarship, where he will wrestle and study business. From Sprague High School, Landon Davis. Our final nominee for the Oliver Houston Athlete of the Year is Simon Thompson, a two-sport athlete from West Salem. A three-year varsity letter winner in football, Simon was team captain and quarterback for the Titans his senior year. As a senior, he earned first-team Mountain Valley Conference honors on both sides of the ball as quarterback and as safety. Named the MVC Offensive Player of the Year as a senior, he set school records in single-game passing TDs with 7 and single-game passing yards with 475. In track, Simon was a 4-year varsity letter winner and finished in the top 3 in conference in various events, including long jump, triple jump, javelin, shot put, 4x100-meter relay, and 110-meter hurdles. A 2-time conference champ in the 110 hurdles, he is the school record holder. He also holds the school record in the 4x100-meter relay, where he's a 3-time conference champion. An honors student graduating with a 3.8 GPA, Simon has signed to play football at Utah State University for the Aggies. Again, Simon Thompson of West Salem High School. And your 2019 Oliver Houston Athlete of the Year is Jacob Jackson from McNary. Yeah, you can hold it up, yep. All right. Congratulations to all of you gentlemen. The Harold Houck Prep Female Athlete of the Year Award has been presented since 1976, when it was first awarded to Julie Cushing from South Salem. This award honors athleticism, academic excellence, and leadership in Salem's most outstanding senior female athlete, and is named for a founding member of the club. Harold Houck competed at Illinois on state championship basketball teams before coming to Willamette, where he eventually won 10 varsity letters in football, basketball, and baseball. He went on to a teaching and coaching career at Salem High School and was ultimately the first athletic director at South Salem High. Presenting today's award will be 1982 award winner Kim Roth-Geelan. Kim Roth, now Dr. Kim Geelan, was named the Harold Houck Female Prep Athlete of the Year in 1982 after completing a remarkable 4-year career at Sprague High School. She was a 3-time All-American. She was a state champion in both the 1,500 and 3,000 meters, while at the same time setting state records in both, records that stood for over 30 years. She's only 38. From Sprague, Kim moved on to the University of Oregon, where she was a member of the Ducks' 1983 cross-country national championship team, a team that was inducted into the University of Oregon Hall of Fame in 2006. A collegiate All-American 4 times, Kim won the NORPAC championships twice and was named the most inspirational female athlete at the University of Oregon in 1986. She was also honored as an academic All-American in 1986. In 2001, Dr. Geelan was honored professionally as the Oregon Anesthesiologist of the Year. In 2007, she was again honored by the University of Oregon with the Becky S. Sisley Award, an award given annually to a U of O alumnus for their civic and service accomplishments after graduation. Kim continues to serve her community today as one of Oregon's top anesthesiologists. Take a short bow, will you, Kim? And now, our nominees. Our first nominee is Shay Coons, a three-sport athlete for the McKay Royal Scots. Shay was a two-year varsity letter winner in softball, earning all-conference honorable mention honors her sophomore year. Shay then took her throwing arm to track, where she placed second at district in the javelin and sixth at state last weekend. She holds the second all-time distance at McKay for girls javelin. Shay was a four-year starter and three-year captain in volleyball, earning first-team honors her junior and senior years, while earning wider recognition as an OSAA Wendy's Player of the Year nominee and a Max Preps American Volleyball Coaches Association Player of the Year nominee. Shay holds multiple volleyball awards at McKay, or records at McKay, including single-season kills, aces, and digs. She has a 3.98 GPA, and in the fall will be attending Western Oregon, where she'll compete in both volleyball and track and field. From McKay High, Shay Coons. Our next Harold Houck Athlete of the Year nominee, Abigail Hawley, two-sport athlete for the McNary Celtics. Abigail was a three-year starter and four-year varsity member of the Celts basketball team. A team captain both her junior and senior years, she was named the MVP her senior year and earned Mountain Valley Conference first-team honors, as well as being a McDonald's All-American nominee. Abigail was also a four-year starter on the soccer pitch, where she led the team in goals scored both her junior and senior years. Awarded the Salem Sports Breakfast Club Girls Soccer Athlete of the Year, she also earned first-team All-Conference honors her senior year. McNary's National Honor Society Vice President, Abigail is graduating with a 4.0 GPA. She'll be attending the Honors College at Oregon State in the fall. From McNary High School, Abigail Hawley. From North Salem, our next Harold Houck Athlete of the Year nominee, Donna Areli Romero Montano. Donna competed in three sports during her high school career. In her 2 years of cross country, she earned coaches awards and cracked into the top 10 best times in school history in the 3,000 meters. A three-year starter in basketball and a captain as a senior, she holds the school record for points scored in a game with 38. She was named first-team All-Conference her senior year. A two-time captain in track, Donna holds the second best time in school history in the 300-meter hurdles and finished seventh at the state meet. She was also the second leg on the state champion 4x400-meter relay team. Donna is graduating with a 3.96 GPA, 4.02 weighted, and will be attending Chemeketa for 2 years to study architecture before transferring to a four-year university. From North Salem High School, Donna Areli Romero Montano. From South Salem, our next Harold Houck Athlete of the Year nominee is Anna Chow. Anna competed in cross country and track and field all 4 years of high school. She earned MVP honors in cross country all 4 years and was named the Statesman Journal Cross Country Athlete of the Year as a freshman. A two-time team captain in cross country, Anna finished in the top 5 in districts all 4 years, including district champion as a freshman and runner-up as a junior. In track, she won the conference 3,000 twice and finished as high as 5th at state. A three-time All-State Honor Band qualifier, she placed first in the district solo contest her sophomore and junior years. Anna is the National Honor Society Secretary at West and at South and a full IB diploma candidate, as well as a National Merit Commended Scholar with a 4.0 GPA. From South Salem High School, Anna Chow. My apologies to South and West. Our next Harold Houck Athlete of the Year nominee is Elise Abbott, a multi-sport athlete for the Sprague Olympians. Elise, a team captain, was a 4-year state qualifier in cross country. The Sprague record holder in the 2-mile, she holds the second best 3K time and the third best 5K time for the Olympians. In track, Elise was a 4-year varsity runner and a 2-year state qualifier. She ranks in the top 10 Sprague all-time in the 300 meters, 3,000 meters, 1,500 meters, 800 meters, the 2K steeplechase, and the 4x400 meter relay. After 2 years of playing basketball, Elise played racquetball for the national champion Sprague squad. She competed in the grueling girls' 6 singles bracket, where she took first at state and second at nationals. Elise is a National Merit Commended Scholar and is graduating with a 4.3 weighted GPA, ranked first in her class, and will be running both cross country and track at the University of Idaho while majoring in biology. From Sprague High School, Elise Abbott. Our final female athlete had to go and take an EMT test today, but we want to make sure we honor her. Harold Houck Athlete of the Year nominee from West Salem High, Jaden Mandel, who competed in 2 different sports. Jaden is a team captain in cross country, was a 4-year varsity letter winner. She suffered a stress fracture her senior year, but earned all-state honors her first 3 years of high school. Jaden holds the Titan school record in the 5,000 with a time of 18:10. Jaden's name peppers the track leaderboard, where she is 3rd all-time in the 1,500 and 3,000, and 2nd all-time in the 800 meters. A 4-year varsity letter winner in track, she was also a 4-time all-conference academic. A National Honor Society member, Jaden is graduating with a 4.0 GPA, 4.1 weighted, and will be competing in both cross-country and track at Western Oregon University in the fall. Again, a round of applause for Jaden Mandel of West Salem High School. And our 2019 Harold Houck Athlete of the Year Award winner, Abigail Hawley from McNary. Ladies, thank you very much. You may be seated.
Couple things. This has been pretty special for me, this particular end of the year awards, because Kim then Roth, I had the opportunity back in 1982 when my lovely wife was the JV basketball coach to help my wife, and Kim was on the team, and it's pretty neat to see her again, and have seen her numerous times in her medical career throughout the community. But also in my career at South Salem as football coach, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what to do with Bill Swancutt, with obviously very little success. We'd also, before we wrap it up today, I'd like to mention that Jack Bull's family is here, and they are the people that have fostered and kept the Jack Bull trophy going. So with that, I'd like to recognize the Jack Bull family. That wraps up our 2019 end of the year event. We thank you for coming and appreciate your continued support, because high school sports really do matter. Best of luck to all of our seniors as you head off to your next phase in your lives. For the rest of you, we'll see you in the fall. Thank you.